Hello. It has been a while, but I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to give a quick update. It has been probably about 2 weeks since I've had my surgery, or just about 2 weeks. I had my surgery on the 1st of March, and it is the 12th, I think. But I don't even know where to begin. So I had my surgery at 8:30 in the morning. I went in and they checked you in. They did blood pressure. They checked your weight and all that good stuff. And then I got my hospital gown. They did an IV, and then they had me fill out some paperwork, and I just went into the operating room, and I was asleep. I woke up into recovery, and I was just, you know how the anesthesia, I don't know if anybody has ever been under anesthesia before, but I was just nodding in and out. The nurse was there 1 minute, and the next minute she was gone. It was just crazy. But that's how it was the first day of surgery. Actually it was the first couple of days of surgery, but the first day it was really bad. I slept pretty much the whole entire day. My grandparents were there, but then again, I was so sleepy and so in and out of it, that I barely even talked to them. I was so, pumped full of, the drugs, and the anesthesia was just, the anesthesia was wearing off. But the second day it was getting better, and I was still in a lot of pain, but they would only give it to me every few hours, the pain medication, and it would only last about 45 minutes. It would make me go to sleep as soon as they gave it to me, and then it seemed like I would only go to sleep for an hour or so, and then I'd wake up and I'd be in pain again. So it was kind of annoying. And the third day I was there, it was my final day. I was in the hospital for 3 days, but the third day I got to go home in the afternoon, I think it was. So the third day it was much better. Well, actually it was the second day, the second night. They actually gave me real pain medication. It was actually helping me. The nurse that I had that evening, she gave me a higher dose of medication. It would last for an hour or two, and so they kept giving me that every few hours. The first day, all you're eating is ice chips. The second day, you're pretty much eating broth, chicken or beef broth, and some kind of juice. So I pretty much got like chicken broth and I got some apple juice. And then the second day you move on to like more mushy food. So I chose, like the morning, I chose, I think, oatmeal and, oh man, I think it was oatmeal and applesauce maybe, I forget. And that night I chose, or the afternoon I chose mashed potatoes and pudding, and I could not eat the pudding, like it was too sweet. And like that dinner, I think I only ate like a couple bites. Like when I was in the hospital, like to be honest, I did not want to eat at all. Like I don't think I ate all my meals. Like that second day, like I didn't eat hardly any of it. Like the first, like when they gave me like the chicken broth and stuff, I ate all that. But when it moved on to like the more of the mushy foods, I didn't hardly eat any of that. It actually took me about an hour or two before I even actually started eating my meal. And like the people that give you your meal, they kept coming in and being like, hey, are you finished? And I'm like, no, I haven't even started. So some of the nurses, I had good nurses and then I had bad nurses. So like, I don't know, maybe I don't know, like it's complicated. Like some of them, I feel like they didn't want to help you. Maybe I was just a tough patient, but like for instance, one of the nurses, she was really helpful. Like she said, it's easier for patients for them to lay the bed down and then get in it, and then the nurse to raise it back up when the patient is comfortable inside it. So one of the nurses, one of the nights I was there, was like, can you lay the bed down so I can get in it and get comfortable and then raise it back up? So she let the bed down and I started to get in it and get comfortable, and next thing I know, she leaves the room and I'm trying to, get in there, get comfortable, and I can't even raise the bed up myself. So I'm just laying there crying because I can't do anything. Like I'm in so much pain. So I push the call button and like I can't even talk. Like I'm sitting there crying. And so the nurse comes in there and she's like being a bitch, excuse my language, but she's being a bitch. Like she's like, oh come on, just get up. So like she's just, I don't know, like she could have like approached it differently. So that night I didn't sleep in the bed at all. I just slept in their little recliner that they had because I wasn't going to put myself in that situation again because it hurt too much to get in the bed and sleep in the bed. So the next 2 nights that I was there, I just slept in that recliner because it's so much comfortable than the bed. Like I was on my menstrual and that was just horrible. Like they gave me these really tight underwear, and usually hospitals have like maternity underwear that are like really big, and so I'm glad I brought my own underwear to wear because they're looser than the underwear that they gave me in the hospital. But when they take you back to surgery, they put these like tight leg things, and they contract your legs. I don't know how to explain it, but they hook them up to monitors and stuff like that. You have like an oxygen and everything on you, like for the first couple nights. So the second night I was there, I got tired of wearing that stuff, tired of wearing the underwear, and needed to put new ones on because I was just so uncomfortable. So I asked them if they had asked them if they had any like bigger underwear, and they gave me the same ones. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna change into my underwear. And so it was just a struggle trying to put on my underwear over those leg things. Like, it was just bad. Like, I had a breakdown. Like, I just started crying in the bathroom because it's hard, like, being helpless. Like, it's hard not to be able to do stuff for yourself when you're so used to being able to do it. So fast forward to the day I got to go home. The first night I slept in our recliner, and it was okay, I guess. But the next morning, Lord have mercy, I woke up with the most terrible back pain. Like, it was unbearable. And then the second night, I tried to sleep on the couch, and it took like a couple of tries for me to even get comfortable. Like, the first night I tried to sleep on the couch before I slept in the recliner, and it hurt like hell trying to lay down on the couch and get back up. So I was like, I'm just gonna sleep in the recliner. And so I walked a lot during the first couple of days to try to get that gas pain out, because I guess the reason why my back hurts so bad is because of the gas pain that they fill your stomach up with. I guess they fill it up with some kind of air. And so I was trying to get all that released. And then the third night I was home, I finally got to sleep on my bed. Like, my bed is like a pillow top, and so it sits like really high up from the floor, and so like it would hurt just trying to get up in there. So I finally got up in there, but it was a struggle to get up. But once I got up, I was fine and comfortable. So I've been sleeping in my bed ever since, and currently I have almost no pain at all. Walking definitely helps, although the last couple days I haven't been walking very much. On Saturday I had class all day, so I slacked on walking then, and today I walked for like 10 minutes in my house, and I'm on my way to work, as you can see. So anytime I'm in my car, I'm working. So I'm going to try to walk around my client's house a bit today. But I love when it's warm outside, because that's when I get my most like walking in. Like, when it was warm outside a few days ago, I walked like a little over a mile. I can't wait for it to like just warm up and stay warm, because I get tired of walking in the house. So now the only pain that I have is I have a little bit of pain in my stomach, where the incisions are. And then I have shoulder pain, which from what I understand, it's the gas pain. And so it really, really hurts at night. Like, for some reason, it hurts more at night than it does during the day. Like, right now I have a little bit of pain in my shoulders, but not a whole lot. Like, my left shoulder hurts the most than my right. So at night I sleep mostly on my right side than my left. But I don't know. I have a checkup with the dietitian and the surgeon on the 30th of this month. So hopefully maybe I can move on to like the next stage of food. Right now I'm only eating 1 to 2 ounces per meal, and then I'll have like sugar-free popsicles between those meals sometimes. Like in the morning I'll eat an ounce of the protein yogurt, and then like for lunch and dinner I'll usually have like an ounce of tuna or an ounce of like peaches, or I'll have like an ounce of cottage cheese and applesauce, or I'll have an ounce of vegetarian beans and like some kind of fruit. I mainly base my meals on protein. Like, I'll start with my protein, and if I eat it within the 30 minutes, I'll just stop right there. I won't move on to like the fruit or anything. But I try to have at least 2 protein shakes a day, and I drink the Premier chocolate protein shakes, and they have 30 grams of protein. So there's 60 grams of protein right there, and the recommended protein that my surgeon, I think, recommends is like 70 or 75. So the rest I get from my food. And so far I think I'm getting in like 30 ounces or so of liquids a day, and they want me to get in like 60, and I'm like, there's no freaking way I can get in 60 ounces of liquids a day. Like, my friend that's a year out, she only gets a 32, I think she said, of liquids, and she's lost 115 pounds. So there ain't no way I'm getting in 60 ounces of freaking liquids. So I know I said this was going to be a quick update, but it's obviously not. I'm already on 20-some minutes with you guys. To update you, I will make a video about my appointment on the 30th, and just continue to update you like I promised. But please like and subscribe to my channel. I just kind of want to, like I said before in my previous videos, my goal is to help anybody that's going through this journey and wanting to know more about the surgery and, get into it, or have any questions and anything like that. So whatever I can do to help someone, and whatever someone can help me, that's my ultimate goal. So I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to me and everyone who has watched. So